We all remember back in July 2010, almost 9 years ago, LeBron went live on ESPN in front of 10 million viewers to choose his new home for the next 4 years. We all sat there on that fateful night, hoping he utters the name of our favorite team. But for most of us, that didn't happen. And realistically, it was down to only about 4 teams: the Heat, Cavs, Bulls, and Knicks. And as a Bulls fan, I was really praying to have him join the soon-to-be MVP in Derrick Rose. I don't care what anyone says, that team was walking to the Larry O'Brien. But as we all know, he ended up breaking our hearts, shocking the world, and joining the Heat, consisting of greats like Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade, along with other GOATs like Birdman and Udonis Haslem.
The answer to the question everybody wants to know. LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, this is very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
This year in South Beach is up and down to say the least. They started off slow, only winning 9 of the first 18, but eventually found out their missing and posted a 58-24 record, earning them second in the East behind, of course, my Bulls. The playoffs were a cakewalk until they met Dirk in the finals, where LeBron arguably had his worst finals performance ever, including an absolutely outstanding 8-point performance in Game 4. But nonetheless, he shook it off and moved on to his 9th season in the NBA, which we also know as lockout season, which was kind of a blessing in disguise. Seeing all these stars hoop at rec leagues and at Rucker Park was fun, but not as good as some NBA basketball. But 149 days after, they reached an agreement and were able to hoop again. The Heat made a statement on Christmas Day, beating the defending champs easily. Fast forwarding to the playoffs, Boston gave Miami a run for their money in the Eastern Conference Finals. Their big threes battled it out, which also included LeBron's legendary 45-point Game 6 performance.
Mixing it in with some dunks, some alley-oops, some spin moves, some fallaways. James drives inside to Wade. Another nice pass. Wade with the finish. Timeout, Boston. And this has been one impressive, dominant performance. James flips it up left-handed, banks it in. He's got 45. A 25-point lead. And you wonder how much longer Doc Rivers will play.
And by James, and a very good pass by Wade.
But eventually, the Heat pulled it out in Game 7, 101-88. You could say LeBron was a snake handler in the front. I'm sorry, that was horrible. Easily breezing past Oklahoma City Thunder 4-1. The 2012 offseason was an eventful one for the Heat. They scooped up Ray Allen from the team they had just beat, and Rashard Lewis, 2 big pieces in their soon-to-be finals run. Sorry if I just spoiled anything for you guys. This year was definitely one for the Heat though, including their 27-game win streak that was ended by, once again, my Bulls. I vividly remember watching this game in a hotel in Florida of all places. This year is also the last year in the history of the NBA that the Knicks actually had a competent team, and the Lakers amassed this. That bought them a first-round sweep to pop in the Spurs. The 2013 finals are one of the best we've ever witnessed. The same guy who the Heat stole from the Celtics, quote-unquote, saved the Heat, even though it was really Chris Bosh who saved that play.
Should the Spurs foul? Should Miami go for the 3 right away?
Just attack the basket.
James catches, puts up a 3. Won't go. Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His 3-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining. Spurs do not have a timeout. But the officials are going to review to see if Allen was behind the line. Chris Bosh with the huge offensive rebound. And now instant replay, enormous.
And Mike, Tim Duncan out of the game leads to the second shot, and clearly a 3-point shot.
They confirmed that it was a 3. And the Spurs had a chance to talk this over.
But anyway, they got to Game 7 and eventually captured their second championship. And we finally made it, the last season of the LeBron era in Miami. The Spurs were looking for vengeance, even so much that Coach Pop made them watch Game 6 in its entirety on the first day of training camp. The Heat nursed Dwayne Wade's injuries all year. Even despite that, right in the back of Bron, the Heat finished second behind the Pacers and an emerging Paul George, but once again blasted through the playoffs, setting up the first NBA Finals rematch since 1998. A really fun guy bursted onto the scene though, and soiled LeBron's plans of a three-peat. The offseason was coming up, and with that came the decision part 2. LeBron wanted to deliver on his promise and went back to Cleveland to bring a ring home. But what if he didn't? What if LeBron wanted one more try? One more run after a disappointing 2014? What would have happened? Carmelo was very much in his prime still, coming off his second highest scoring season ever at 27 points per game. He also happened to be a free agent that year. I am almost positive Melo could be persuaded to join his two best friends in South Beach for a one-year test run contract. Our starting lineup of Wade, Ray, Bron, Melo, and Bosh is a hard team to beat. This year, LeBron still meets the Warriors in the finals, but this team, the Warriors, this time are underdogs. Bron and the Heat easily handle Steph's Warriors, and LeBron wins his fourth. In 2015, LeBron finally gives into his morals and goes back home to fulfill his prophecy of bringing a championship home. And we all know what happens that year.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection. Wow. His third block of the game as we come up on a minute and a half remaining.
Picked off by Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala to the rim.
Oh, great block.
James out of nowhere, skies to the rim. He bats it away, and J.R. Smith recovers.
He's got numbers if he hurries. The Curry bounce pass, Andre to the rim, goes up, blocked by James from behind, and J.R. Smith got the ball. What a block by LeBron James, came all the way back to knock it away.
Out comes Iguodala, 2-on-1, he'll find Curry, get it back, Iguodala puts it up. Oh, LeBron tracked him down and made the rejection. Huge defensive play by the four-time MVP. 100 seconds to go. We're tied at 89. Are you having fun yet, Cleveland?
LeBron is now at 5. KD doesn't join the Warriors anymore because they're not the 73-win powerhouse they are in real life. Maybe other pieces on the Warriors leave, and the dynasty to be never starts. LeBron recruits more stars to Cleveland and wins again in 2017 and 18. Maybe he even goes somewhere else and wins in 2019. LeBron now solidifies himself as the GOAT with the greatest legacy ever. All the awards and accolades, and now with 7 rings, there is no debate anymore. LeBron is the clear-cut GOAT with no questions asked. Real quick though, guys, I'd like to thank all y'all for watching. It means the world to me if y'all can drop subscribe if you like the video, drop some comments if you have some criticism or whatever, any comments or feedback. I'd love that. Leave a like rating or anything helps it out. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.